What's up? What's up? Welcome back. This video hopefully is going to make it to YouTube. YouTube is down, so everyone gets to join the mentorship tonight. So in tonight's structure, I'm going to break down the futures you see over here on the right or whatever that is on your screen. I'm going to look into the chat. We'll do some normal breakdowns from there, and then we're going to jump right into the mentorship. So you guys will just get to see kind of all of it. But once we switch over that, I'm going to go out to the mentorship has their own call out section, so I will switch gears into that. And we will call it a night. So Armed, if you can keep tabs on all of that. He keeps tabs on the ticker call out so we can, or time frames, time bots. If you're watching this on YouTube, try to watch the whole stream. When you're watching my videos, try to watch all of it because I do say quite a bit more in these streams, I think, than most people realize. This isn't to brag or anything, but I give a lot of information away in these streams. And some of the comments down here, I'm curious if you guys just aren't paying attention. Or, I mean, on my end, I assume you guys have seen everything. So when you guys haven't, you guys miss videos, miss streams. Yeah, they're probably an hour long, but are you doing this for income or you trying to have a Lamborghini tomorrow? Because I don't trade pump and dumps where we get rich tomorrow. You need to watch that video right now. Everything I'm talking about in trading and breaking down, it's market across the market. So someone might call out a ticker. You might not care for that ticker. There might be an example that does work for something for you down the road. So one thing, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I don't want to do 1,000 little videos. I've thought about clipping things out, but in the meantime, try to actually watch the streams and pay attention. I always watch the whole recorded stream, lots of gems in there. Yeah, there really is. And I want to say it without bragging, but I've been doing this for a while and we're talking about price action. That's just how things work. And some of you guys are really focused on the news. I know it's a polarizing topic because some of you guys just swear by the news, but look at the news here, right? Now I drew this arrow on stream, not at this point, it's actually over here. I said if we bull flag here, we're going to hit this, we're going to reject it, we're going to go right to here. Now what happened? We were looking to short here. Coincidentally, I'm in SQQQ, and we do get some news. The news comes out, vaccine news, and we drop all the way down here. And in last night's mentorship stream, I even said, you know, let's watch out for shutdown news. Let's do that. And as I'm having that conversation, we announce shutdowns and stuff like that, or different curfews. And what do you know? Whatever the excuse is, it doesn't matter. News is very secondary. And if you guys have ever noticed, by the time the news comes out, it's already too late. That's usually why the retail crew gets in this cycle of losing, right? By the time the vaccine news comes out, it's down here. You guys are looking to go short and you got this. You probably think it's going to continue and all of a sudden it bounces and you're confused and you're wondering why. Where if you just looked at the price action, who cares why? You know there's buyers here, you know there's sellers up there. That's it. So I'm already looking short. The mentorship group's already looking to go short. We're locking in different stuff. And now I gotta say I'm red in a couple positions, but this is multiple times we've talked about stuff like this, and news awkwardly always comes out. Maybe I can't say always. I gotta be careful with those words. In these bright yellow boxes. And to be clear, these yellow boxes, these are the zones. These are where I structure things. I don't care about the middle stuff. I'll use that for management later, but structure in the yellow. These purple, I call them speed bump zones, likely on the hourly, where if I'm intraday trading, I need to pay attention. So coming into this one, I'm thinking zone to zone, we're going to see a hiccup, a speed bump right here. Red candles, don't panic around this area. We might see some sellers. Just make sure the plan didn't change. A lot of times that probably would have tagged me out. If I was long and I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to put my stop here, one of these two candles would have got me. But we did exactly that. We just went right back up and went for it. So, for people who have been here 2 years, I've heard all the rants 10 times at least. No, we still go on different rants. Market changes every day. And the last thing I'm talking about on the market in general right now is this current market we're in, it will happen again. So don't think something I talked about last night is don't think if you can trade this market, you can trade any market. This market's very volatile. It's bouncing around. When we do kind of switch back to the next phase, it's going to seem slower, but it's going to be different. You're going to need to have that agility. You're going to have to adapt because if you go with the same mindset, you'll start to lose. It won't move as fast. You'll make different moves. It will probably result in losses. So don't blow your account. Hang tight. I think the next phase is right around the corner, which is going to be the topic of tonight. As soon as we get back to this, we're going to start an order. We're going to kick it off now. I see some of you guys talking about the news. Tell someone else that. I know there's a lot of news traders and they're just solely on fundamentals. Okay. And some of those guys are up. They're up really good. I think Brad's at 50% for the year. Okay. If I was up that much, I'd be broke. It's just a different trading style. That's all it is. There's a few right ways to do this. There's a few right ways to make money. There's a whole lot of ways to do this bad and lose money. So my goal, guys, just be profitable. Pay attention, learn, and start using this. Bazinga Pro would like to have a talk with you. Well, okay. Side note, I opened Coinbase account. So there, if you guys are curious about Bitcoin, before we actually kick things off, let's talk about Bitcoin because that is going to be relevant for right now. It looks like there might be, well, it's on the radar. I bought some Bitcoin. I don't know if I'm going to do like a Bitcoin giveaway. It'd be kind of fun. I found out you can actually, now I might be new, but you can pull Bitcoin offline. So it's not attached to anything, toss it on a jump drive. So I don't know, random thought today, maybe that'd be a cool Christmas giveaway, just to surprise you know how much Bitcoin's on there. I just mail it to your house and give you the key to unlock it. I thought that'd be all right. So if you guys are going to get into Bitcoin, you can't, it doesn't work on Robinhood, but if there's a link in the description, so we both get $10 if you use it. So that's new. Someone did ask me if they could buy like my course using Bitcoin. Now that I have that and you can actually transfer Bitcoin to other people, there's no way to do it on the website, but if you want to, send me a direct message on Discord. I guess at that point you can transfer me the Bitcoin and I will give you a 100% off coupon. So that's what I'm thinking about. Let me know in the thoughts down below. If you're watching this on YouTube, comments down below. Are you a Bitcoin fanatic? I know some of you guys are out there. You guys are just all about it. But the reason Bitcoin's kind of on my radar right now, one, we're starting to see the hype up again. I've never really zoned this out. I've made fun of it more than likely. It's like retail heaven. You can look at the indicators, know where this thing's going to go. It's mostly retail indicators. But what actually threw me off was the vaccine news, and this dumped. Almost institutional style. Now, I don't know how many people are actually in this. Now, we kind of have that hammer on glass. Here's that resistance, making that higher lows. Looks like we're going to break out. We know these are my zones, so we kind of know last time it was up here, we struggled here. I don't want to call these 100% zones yet. Let's see how they work out. Bitcoin as a whole, still in its infancy stage. And I'll be honest, guys, I traded it from like 7,000 to 18, I think is where it was. Maybe not that perfect, 18 or 16. I wasn't that worried about it. Made some money on it, called it a day. It started to reach the news around this 6,000. I round up to 7,000. Right around here, I was like, you know what? It was this pullback here. I was like, I'll grab some, whatever. We shoot all the way up here and say, well, I've seen that play a million times before. So that's why I locked it in. It was 16,000 because it was right here. Because then I was like, oh, cool. I made the right play. I watched this, and then it shot up again. I was like, maybe I didn't. Next day, it reminded me I did. Now, I thought when that happened, Bitcoin was toast. It was done. Your excuses were stupid. Everyone's trying to sell me that it was a digital currency. Like, guys, don't be silly. Your currency's already digital. So I wasn't buying that. But the fact that we kind of hung out down here and we're starting to make that comeback, I'm kind of curious if this is hype or if people are actually using this as a hedge. Nonetheless, there's more green candles than red. So in the meantime, buying it, watching these levels. So the new patterns are indicating that there are now institutional investing. I don't know. I haven't seen anything about that yet. It was just, you guys can see it right here. This red candle was the vaccine coming out. And we dropped down, we tagged that zone, and just like everything else, I would have had the best dip buy. It dropped down into the zone, we found some buyers again. So it was just interesting to see that reaction. So I'm keeping an eye on it. Obviously, I'm not an institution, so I can't just 100% say it, but that was very curious to me. So I wonder how many people are using this as a hedge for crazy. So if you are a Bitcoin fanatic, I'm not at your level. Right now, I'm just going to watch these candles, and I don't mind actually holding, especially now that I can pull it off and have something physically in my hands, untouched, so no hacker can get to it. I like the idea. I don't think I'll actually have any Bitcoin stored in my wallet. I might buy some, pull it offline, and just keep it in a safe. I don't need a stinking Bitcoin. Be a Santa and give your options course for free. There'll be a giveaway. I'll never do any like, oh, you got to buy it now. Deal ends today. You guys already know how I'm pricing everything, but I can still participate in the holidays. So yeah. Are you using a Ledger Nano? I think so. That's all today though. Let's get into it. So dollar, this ended up being a bull flag. I thought we'd see dollar weakness last night. So I was actually wrong. I mean, the zone actually 100% played out. We got on top of it. Dollar still got a little buy underneath it. Grand scheme of things, dollar hadn't really gone anywhere. Really, we're hanging out inside here. Now, until we leave and get away from this area, I assume like a magnet will probably eventually be right back into this. I do think that's right around the corner. So going to keep an eye on this. I think vaccine news, the topic tonight about sector rotation is, I think we're going to see a light at the end of the tunnel. I think it's about to happen. I don't think it happened yet. I think it's about to. I know every YouTuber loves that term because it sounds fancy, but we didn't rotate out of Tesla and buy NIO. That's usually, I hear stupid stuff like that on YouTube. And that's how I know they can't really be that profitable. There's no way they know what they're talking about if they can't even use that term correctly. All right, so you can see the majority of it right inside here. We peek outside here a little bit. So right now, dollar's back to doing its normal thing. I would say we might see some strength there. This is based out long enough, and we've been hammered and beat down with all kinds of news, which will change, economic news, which will drive and change an actual currency, right? So we're talking Forex. News is a little different. But the way the dollar's held this right now, I don't think we're getting any lower. I think if you were to accumulate anything, it's just dollar, anything, if you're trading the dollar, anything down here, yeah, it'd be one of those trades like a swing trade. I wouldn't worry about it until it breaks this. But I think once we start turning around, we'll take advantage of the good news. The bad news is, we've heard that before. Oh, don't worry. We're going to get a lot lower. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong, right? I'm still a trader, right? So if this breaks this, my feelings are hurt. We're just going to go with that direction. I'm not married to anything. So that being said, if the dollar gets weaker, gold will push up. If we're going to see dollar strength, though, gold's going to break this to the downside. Now, I was bullish gold. I said this was going to be the dip buy. This was a couple days ago before we ran into it like this. That actually looks like a dead cat bounce. Like we're just a quick little pop up, no real buyers, no follow through. The fact that we're in here again, that looks weak. Whether this bounces up and goes here, goes to the moon, gold to 2,000 tomorrow, the charts right now tell you this zone is where the buyers were. Now, right now, there's a green candle, so there's still someone buying it. But that in general just looks weak by itself. I'm not seeing a lot of follow through here. Now, banks are closed today, so we'll need to see tomorrow. As of right now, again, let's keep that for tomorrow. If gold's up here, I think we might be bullish, might be back again. Once banks open up, they'll put this where they think it should be. Again, like I said, if dollar's going to show up, this is going to drive it down. Your next dip buy won't be till down here. Your favorite term, dead cat bounce? No. I just want to interview who came up with these names. Or are they in prison because they were a serial killer? Did they finally come out? Let's see. I mean, if you rotated from Tesla to NIO recently, they did all right. They did. Term's still wrong. So I'd be careful buying JNUG right here. I talked about this last night. If I'm going to buy JNUG, it's not until we get above here or this zone. And now we got to this zone. That might be an awesome dip buy. So if you bought that today, still makes sense. But this is nothing I would bag hold, right? If we see some dollar strength really come in and gold sell off, you don't want to just ride that thing down. So if you're in JNUG and that does get away from you out here, don't be afraid to separate. Take that loss. Get over your ego, put your money in something else that's going to work. Silver, that does look like a bear flag as well. Now, yesterday I did tell the mentorship group, watch this. This was a better indicator. So if we were bullish, it'd be above here. If we're bearish, it's below here. Maybe we're faking out right now. But again, same signs. That's looking more like a bear flag right now. Oil still rocking and rolling. I got to say this is bullish until it's not, right? The trend is your friend until it's not. Why try to fight it? And right now, I don't think we're bearish oil, at least until that breaks. Even then, a decent pullback on a higher time frame is still that bottom yellow zone. Yeah, 39.35 is actually where I would want to break. Anything below that might just be a dip buy. So if you're using that to trade gush and drip, yeah, that might pull back to here and just give you a nice opportunity for gush, or gush just going to get that continuation. Breaking that green wick is where I'd set my alert to stop out if I was trading gush or drip. Yeah, my carb session is pretty expensive. Sorry, I forgot on YouTube you guys can't see the chat. They're talking about don't be afraid to separate from things that cost too much. Don's carb session has to be more expensive. That's probably the most expensive thing I do have. Yeah, hands down. Like, it's fine, but once the cars get into that 6-digit price range, there's not a lot that can really compete with that price-wise. So Biotech. Now, if you're one of those guys that thinks all-time highs, I better short this. It looks like that's going to hurt in the morning. Biotech, all it did, I actually traded it from like here to here and meant to get back in this. No, sorry, it's this wick. Got in it, pushed up, and now I had to move my stop into the green, so that wick tagged me out. I did not get back into this, not because I didn't want to. I wasn't watching this today. Had I been on looking out for LABU, I 100% would have been in it. I like this. I do think it's going higher. LABU looks like a snack. God, you're trying to trigger me tonight. All right. I already know I missed this one. TAN. I wanted to buy it at 71. Got it. That warning shot. I want to make sure the selling was done. And then today we gapped up and pushed up. So tomorrow I will get in TAN, depending on, let's get that back to reality, depending on where this goes. Now I can structure a trade right here. I wouldn't do it till the market opens. Market opens, I'd get in TAN. I'd stop out right below here, 73.85. If this were to sell off, I actually do think I like it down here in this zone again. Yeah, we gapped up, found some sellers, sold off quick. The whole market did that. This has to do with what we're about to talk about next. Either way, I like TAN. I like solar. I think solar is going to be a great opportunity. I was worried that solar would be the pot stocks of 2020, but now looks like we're just getting on board. Not to say that I called it out. I've been trading it all year, and we've been talking about it last year. You guys know, if you've been following me for a while, you guys know I've been talking about solar. I was just dead right that time. This happened to be one of those times, like, you'll be right often in the stock market, but sometimes you just get that one that just goes for it. It looks like solar is going to be it. I don't think solar's backing down now. So I do want to get back into that one. Once I'm in it, how I want to trade TAN, this one particular, different from the rest of my strategy. I want to, so day one, it'll be normal. As this starts to build profit, I'm actually going to back off on my stop loss. So I'm going to, first intraday, I'll be trailing on the 15-minute. Once we get some profit in there, I'll trail it on the hourly, right? We're into the next day. I'm going to trail it on the 4-hour daily. I'll trail it on the daily. Eventually I probably will work it into the weekly, or just keep it a couple days behind. So something like, it would need a good few red days to actually tag me out. But that being said, I'm still gonna put my stop loss at break even, as like I normally do. I don't like losing money. Once things are green, stop loss gets put up there. So that's how I'll do that one. So TAN, I might be in for a while. If things go right, this choppiness will ultimately just tag me out, and we'll have to start again. Let's see. Governor issues new COVID guidelines for Thanksgiving gathering. No more than 3 households together at a time. Who's governing all this? Let's see. Tesla was it for you? Oh, that talk? Yeah. Yeah, for the record, I was a Tesla fanboy long before YouTube was. And it's because I actually know who Nikola Tesla is. All right. So don't believe this. This is not a bull flag. Can I say that? I don't know if I can say the definite terms like that. So this is the Russell. This is IWM. I told the mentorship last night, there's going to be a dip buy in this. We didn't get that today, right? We had a red candle right here. That's not it. I think we're down here somewhere. I bet it's going to be this zone. So watching out for this. If there's going to be sector rotation, I think it's going to be here. It is going to be the recovery stocks. Not yet. This was your warning shot. So we got the vaccine, 90% effective. Boom, it goes up here, instantly sells off. I think everyone's ready for this. But I think we get a deeper pullback. And at that point, we will see, you know, the actual vaccine. We'll see some recovery. This, all that was a warning shot that, hey, there's light at the end of the tunnel. There's some hope. That's all it was. Vaccine's still here. We're talking about shutting down right now. You know, the small cap is still in trouble. Stimulus is what's going to get these out of trouble. So I think there will be a sector rotation. I think we're going to tech's not going to melt off, right? Tech is still a powerhouse. What I talked about last night was there's going to be phases. Right? We're not going to go back to how things were. We're going to go into the next phase. There was just the bull market of a century, just boring, straighten up. And then there was the Rona time where volatility is through the roof. Everyone just thinks that's how things are now. So we're chopping all over the place. Phase 3, right? Tech really shined, showed off. Tech's not going away. You think people are going to quit using Zoom once the vaccine's out? Your bosses are going to say, nah, that's fine. I love paying rent on this building. So you guys can come in and do the same job you've done the last year. No. Phase 3, tech. There might be some rotation out of tech. I think more money on the sidelines is going to go into recovery. But when we do see this happen, I think there'll be just certain tech. You'll see certain stocks in the tech world that just do well. So I think you'd probably be better off to find those and play those, not necessarily just put all your money in the index and call it a day. Hope you guys are listening, all caps. See, how far into the green do you let a position go before moving your stop to break even? Depends on the volatility. I'd say once the train's left the station, that's when I put it up there. If we're still in the zone, it's doing this. I don't want to just tag out for nothing. So the Russell looks like so much like a bull flag. How do you differ between a bull flag and when it's not? So bull flag or reversal. That looks 100% like a bull pennant. This looks like it's going to just cruise right on up to here. Maybe it does. That's the play. I don't see it though. It could. I want to get into the IWM. I want to get into IWM. I want to get into Jets. I'm not going to play any pot stocks. I thought about that a lot. Brad from Only Chaos, he likes one. I don't think I'm going to do it. I don't think it's there yet. Pot stocks aren't it? Yeah, I agree. But I'm thinking Jets. There's a couple recovery ones. I like financials. I like XLF, IWM, Jets. All three of those are ETFs. Right, you got financials, IWM small cap, and then you got Jets. I'll be in Jets and or Boeing. Maybe we get the second deviation on IWM. I'm glad you bring that up because we're going to talk about that right now. I was looking at that, so I almost bought IWM today because I told you guys when we get above this right now, we did hit that second standard deviation and we pulled back. We closed right inside, just right here. But we're closing outside, so the volatility is here. So this might pop up. That might just be a bull flag, and maybe what I'm saying is wrong. I think we get a deeper pullback, but if we do pop up, it's going to go right back to where that was. We're going to see the hedging activity take place, and we'll see this pop. I don't think the risk is worth the reward, though, because we might just bring it right back down. That same candle, just red. So I want to be careful on that. If it pops up, I missed it. There's over 7,000 tickers. There's something always moving. That doesn't get to me. But if this sells off, I want to know about it and I want to buy. I want to look for buy opportunities. I just don't think it's there yet. I think we got some cooling off to do. I think we got some more shutdown news, some more volatility, and then we can talk about buying it up. Can't wait for DMT stocks. Let's see. COVID caused a lot of companies to create new processes on the fly, which opened their eyes how quickly they can change their business model with tech. Growth will be booming. I think so. There's going to be a transition period. No other YouTubers talking about this. This is me. So watch how many of them start to talk about this. This is going to be the next phase. Bull market, phase 1. Corona market, phase 2. Phase 3, the vaccines here. The restaurants that made it, they're here. Everyone can get their head out of the sand. We can start to do again. And tech will make its move up. All right. Let's so that looks like a bull pennant. I'm not buying it though. Let's see again. This was a holiday. Banks were closed. Let's see where they put this. The dangerous thing about trading when the holidays close, when retail's just running amok, the banks are going to open up tomorrow. Everyone's going to get to work and have their coffee, and they're either going to agree with you or they're not. If they don't agree with you, they're going to put it where they think it should be. You know, and that's where you usually see, like, you see a holiday, and then the next day opens up, we get crazy. That's what's going on. Yeah, the BlackBerry to the iPhone. One YouTuber even quotes that. Going for the throat. All right. So speaking of tech in general, we got the bounce, just like we talked about. I don't care what news caused this. We got the bounce right here. Some of you guys in the comments say you wish I would read these numbers off. I can't do it on the futures. This is the CFD, so everybody watching this can actually copy this ticker. This number's a little bit off. Candle movements are not, and that's what I focus on. I set alerts here. I'm not actually trading this, so that's why I'm not reading off these yellow zones. I do get it's kind of hard if you are trying to look at your phone, mobile device, and you're trying to look at this number over here on the right. But that being said, if you guys are a YouTube member or you're in the mentorship, you guys have my charts. So at that point, you can just pull up TradingView and you have it. I would question if this sells off and hits this zone, if that holds. What's going to happen, though, is if this does sell off and we're back here again, that might look like a bear flag to a lot of people. That might be a bear flag playing out. So I don't know if this will hold. We hit this purple zone, come back down, maybe we're horizontal. If we turn around right here, I worry that's going to be a bull flag in too many people's eyes. At that point, it's time to cut because we probably are going to hit that zone pretty quickly down below. So that's my eye on tech. I don't think so. I think tech's a buy tomorrow. I think even retail crews on tech. Yeah, MACD looks like it's about to just curve and kind of go green on the 4 hour. So even, I don't know if they like that, but usually retail doesn't worry about the ones that disagrees with them. So nothing really on the indicator side. I think we're bullish tomorrow, tech. S&P got above this, sold off. Now, S&P is going to straddle IWM and QQQ. These last two futures we just broke down. If one of those is going sideways and the other one is moving, you'll watch SPY move that general direction. If they're both going opposite directions of each other, whichever one's doing it more, SPY will follow that one. Pull up the Bollinger Band. Oh, and are they? We better be bullish tech tomorrow. If not, I'll have to stop out again. Yeah. Today was, yeah, hopefully we are too, because my positions are in tech as well. We got 10 minutes, guys. Let me break down stuff for you guys. Call out your tickers. YouTube people, it's your time to shine. Mentorship ticker is, it's closed. You guys filled it up, so we're good. I'm going to assume Baba on that one. I'm going to say this one more time. If you cannot afford Amazon, so you bought Alibaba, stop. That is not the right mindset to have. I've heard quite a few people say that. Maybe you agree with it. I would caution against that. Right there, they might be in the same sector. You might like that sector, but do not think because you like Amazon, you're going to buy Alibaba. Right? If you like gold and you don't want to buy JNUG, but you buy NUGT, that's fine. That's the proper maybe mindset. What's the logic? They're a similar style business. So Alibaba, I do like. Now this pushed up, sold off, kind of making that bull flag pattern right here. This one I probably will be in tomorrow. So I'm gonna put my alert right here. If that's a giant bear flag, it'll sell off. I'll never care. I'll never be in it. We pop up, we hit that alert. I'm gonna buy it, put my stop right here below these wicks. I'll give it some room. 263.85 is where I'll stop out and see if we can't make, I don't want to worry about sellers here. That might end up being more of a yellow zone, but I'm kind of gonna watch that zone more for a, where I'll really tighten things up at. So you mean Ford and E? Is E a stock? One I've never broken. I don't think I've broken that one down. Oh, it's F. Okay. F. I do like Ford, by the way, guys. I like it more because I found out they might be in talks with the USPS contract. That's the reason everybody is trading Workhorse right now. Doesn't really have a stick to shake, whatever that saying is. Workhorse is being fueled right now by traders thinking there's going to be that boom because they're going to get this USPS contract, but Ford might also get some of that contract. So I don't know. I think this might be the better play. That might be what's causing it's running up. It's doing good. It's making that recovery. As it stands right now, I would not want it going below 815. Like we got this top zone right here. Would not want Ford breaking that. If you want to widen that out a little bit right there. Dawn for Ford. When did that happen? As long as it moves, I like it. Ford's usually just so I don't mind Ford. Even pays a dividend. Well, they took the dividend away, but it's a turtle stock. It doesn't really go anywhere. I see SQ. We got 97. We need 3 more viewers. Make sure we can get above 100. We should be able to. It sucks because tonight's stream is actually important. So I hope YouTube gets their act together and can people can watch these because we went over a lot of stuff tonight. SQ, so got above that. Yeah, pulled back, found some buyers. I think that's all that was. That was just kind of like confirming that zone. We got above it. We said, hey, buyers are still here. I think I like SQ. That push up. I'm on board with the bullish day tomorrow. I think we're going to be bullish tomorrow. And then like our normal week, we're bullish tomorrow. Friday, it's probably a gap and crap or just a sell-off on Friday. Target. That would have been a good dip buy, I think, for Target. This isn't what I'm watching, but retail's been on fire. If Target's still in this zone, I think I like Target tomorrow. If it just gaps up, I won't get that alert. That's why I put it right there. If we open up right here, then tag that alert, then I like it. I'm wrong if this breaks 159.35. That's where my stop would be at. Zoom. This is one of my red positions in a couple accounts, to be honest. Got in up here, thought it was looking good. Even woke up and checked the charts like, oh, I'm good. Everything is green. And then everything went red except for my SQQQ position. Man, so it just didn't make sense to sell. Almost did right here. Starting to recover now. So this is 100% recovery mode. I did add, I think I added a few shares today. You've never seen 30 shares put in so much work with that though. So more, I'm thinking we're good right here. Didn't really like that. But again, recovery mode. Did it make sense to sell down here? No, I held into the next morning, which ended up resulting into more losses. We started to hold right here. That was my final chance. If we were red today, that was going to get cut. I was just going to have to stomach that loss. We pushed up. So now I don't think I like it going below that zone. At that point, I will take a loss on it. Let's see. Erica, you just not joining? I'm not on time. We're super early because it's YouTube. YouTube's broken. What brought me over to the dark side? PLTR. What's this one? Oh, yeah. I forgot ARK is buying this. So naturally, as she's Kathy Wood's the next Warren Buffett, everyone bought it. We're pushing up tomorrow. I bet it's a red reaction tomorrow. So I'm going to put my alert to buy this right here. Now, if we sold off, that's a tricky one. If we take extended off, looks like the most you're buying is actually right there. We even played the back and forth game. So let's keep an eye out for these two. If you're gambling this, you might consider scaling out before earnings. When things push up into earnings like this, it's because they kind of, at least they anticipate, they think they know what earnings is going to say. When the earnings report comes out and that guidance comes out and it's exactly what everybody thought, then that's when you see the profit taking and that sell-off comes right into place. Now, tomorrow is red for Planet. Palantir. Who is this? I don't, you can tell me, but it's a brand new stock. They have huge government contracts. It's a lot of hype. So the fundamentals, maybe the reason you love this thing. I can tell you right now, that's from Kathy Woods buying it. This is earnings hype buying it right now. There might be some institutional buying behind here. But going into earnings, I think manipulation. I think banks are usually looking for that liquidity, that the cheap shares. And if they're going to run this up, and if they want to, they can short it right before earnings. Now, if this sold off all day tomorrow and the markets are green, then I would say it's probably, I take the opposite play. If that melts off before they're about to see some awesome news, I'm assuming a bank wants a cheap share. I play reports like that all the time. Earnings, regardless, guys, gamble. It's a roulette trade. I say it for a reason. It's going to go up or it's going to go down. There's going to be a reaction. You need to be fine with both sides. If you're fine, that's going to go here, it's going to go there. That's what's going to happen to my money. If you can stomach that and take it, take the trade. All right. I don't say it's gambling. Like, I know some people say that in a very negative connotation. I'm just saying it's a binary event. It's going to pick a direction. That's it. Not likely it goes sideways. This was an IPO with big government contracts that are hush-hush. So contracts that are hush-hush, but on a public. Let's see. All right, NIO and Tesla. I don't know. I might look into that now. Actually, you guys bring that up. NIO, we sold off, held that zone again. I talked about buying NIO. Mentorship, this one's on you. Why do you guys tag me and tell me to buy this? That's on you guys. I blame my trading now on you. You guys are here. You guys are my rock. I'm about to let's see. Their software helped find bin Laden. So it's Siri. Siri, where's he at? Set your own alerts. I can barely handle mine. I should have. I don't know why I didn't have an alert on this one. I like NIO. I do think this is probably a push into earnings. If we go sideways, we might see bullish. If we continue this bullish trend into earnings, I'm probably thinking a bearish reaction, much like I just talked about. I like NIO. I think it's a great company. Right now, we probably need to chill out. If this just goes sideways and hangs literally out in these zones until earnings, if we can grab a dip buy right here, probably would. That's that one time I probably would gamble NIO for earnings. Because we aren't your mentor. Tesla. A little bit of a gap up, a whole lot of nothing today, just up and down, up and down. Still watching this trend line. You know, if we're bullish tomorrow, we're going to see Tesla make that move. Still on the lookout for some sellers here. I still think we hit this 450 area, give or take. I think we hit that. We have one more sell-off and before we get the breakout up. We need to eat some more time off the clock if we're going to play this trend play right here. CNK, Cinemark. Oh, man. This is not one I'd be in right now. Because you're going to get – we already see they're pushing up Rona stuff again. This is going to take a beat down. Someone's going to hear that news. It's going to just sell off. I bet a lot of people's stops are right here. This would be super easy for a bank to manipulate and just drop that thing on you. Now, if this did pull back, I would consider that for a dip buy. Again, like I talked about with small cap, I think this was the warning of what's to come. I bet this stuff sells off. So I see how we kind of went sideways right inside here. I think we even hesitated. I could see a candle. Let's get over here on the 4-hour. Yeah, it looks like we really tried to hold this before we really finish things off to the downside. I don't know if we were actually picky. I think I'm going to move that. We're going to grab this right here. That was your last chance you saw any buyers right here, and then we got that leg down. We did confirm it. We came back down. If we switch to the hourly, and we got above it, came back down. So it looks like they are kind of watching this area instead. We bounced here. Yeah, and as soon as we left here, we gapped above it. A pullback to that, and I think I would like it. That would be the time I would get into this. I don't think that could be the bull pin. It looks great. That looks picture perfect. If I think it looks picture perfect, I bet everyone else does too. And you know how banks manipulate stuff? They know what you're looking at. If I was a bank, I would rob everyone in this right now. I would drop that order down, watch everyone stop trigger, buy it right here, bring it right back up. So I'd be careful on any of these that made that move on the vaccine news. What I'm watching out, particularly exactly what went over on the futures, is that sector rotation. I don't think it's yet, though. I think we do sell off. At that point, I'd be a buyer. Going to the movies, curious, Rona. I'm going to the movies Friday. Rented the thing out so we can go see. I just wanted to go to the movies. I like movies. I'll be sad if AMC goes away. Lowe's. Vaccine. Yeah, I don't have to fix anything anymore. If you bought this for a dividend, that was a great dip buy. If I'm buying it for a dividend, I'd probably hang tight. Top to earnings. What's playing? What is the Guardians of the Galaxy? Two. So I think it'd be fun. Yeah, rent the whole thing just so I can take the kids up there, my sister and her kids, and my parents are going. So I think it'd be fun just to get out. Why'd that sell off on vaccine news? We hit that zone, blew right through that one. Hung out right here, sold off and bounced. What happened here? That's still nothing I would worry about. I don't know. If I'm in this right now, I'd probably give it 156.85 where I stopped out. I would still be a buyer here in that zone, though. Everyone's going to have to go to work and won't be able to do home projects anymore. Well, there won't be long lines at Lowe's and Home Depot anymore, so sell it. AMC. Yeah, that's already. See how we're selling off right now? I don't know why the other one hasn't caught up yet. Man, right where we're at, too. Look at this little rally-based rally we have right here. And look how many times we've been in this section right here. Hung out. Now, AMC, that's a cheap ticker. I think I like it, though. Grab 100 shares, right? Look, you grab 100 shares at $3, right? It goes down to 2. You give it 185. So you're down, what, 130 bucks? 130 bucks. It pushes up to here. You know, there's 100, there's 100. You know, we get up to here again. You just made a few $100s off of nothing. You just take a small position. What you shouldn't do is go buy 10,000 shares of this and then watch it go down here, panic sell at the bottom, and then push back up. Nothing I would put a whole bunch of money into, but if we're going to start to recover, this might see some hype. Classic LPP trading. Let's see. Let's see. Eddie sent that to me in private, so you guys can't see it. He said, maybe if you lower your mentorship price, you will get more people going to join tomorrow either way. Welcome. Like the sarcasm. I don't need the world to join. I don't. I have traders. I try to focus on those traders. So that's why. Otherwise, I would just price it at 15 bucks or do what LPP did, $300 one time and just invite the world who wouldn't join for that. But I'm only one man, so I can't help that many people at once. I like the fact that it's kind of slowly growing because I can manage it. If I ever were to get big, I would need a team at that point. It's kind of hard to find someone who knows what I know. God, I hate talking about myself like that, though. That's just facts, though. I would never tell you guys to talk to this person if I didn't think he could answer the same thing I would say. Yeah, anyway, probably not the best ticker, but if AMC is going to make a comeback, if they're not going to go out of business, there might be some buyers here. You mean robot? Quality over quantity? Yeah. All right, let's do one more. Amazon. Did we do Amazon already? It better go up. So anyway, my Amazon position, right? So all this red, my Amazon position is red, built into the trade. You guys know I've been talking about this since December. Right here, getting below this was where I'm getting out of this position. So today we got that up. I think I added 2 shares to this today. Nothing. I want to keep around. Right now, I have about 70 grand in Amazon, so I'm going to keep it right about that. I might add a little bit more on the way up, but I don't think so. I think I'm going to rock that one out and just enjoy it while it goes up, and then just keep it moving. So as of right now, still on the lookout for any sellers. Don't want it breaking below these zones. Whatever I add on now will be just day trades. So, I'll buy it, pushes up here, might close that out. So any additional trades I take into Amazon, contracts I'm still in spreads. Those are fine. I'm actually in naked calls too. I'm pretty much an Amazon across the board on every asset class you can be in. Don is more than adequate. Too tall review. Let's see. What % down are you down on average price? I think my average price is 32. It's 32 something. In an alternate universe, Don somehow managed to boot Ricky out of LPP, and he is now running it. That'd be funny. The one that actually really screwed me is Zoom. That one went completely out of the realm. Like, they both sold off. Amazon wanted to buy more. This one went off the high dive. Let me do AMD, and then I got to get to the nightly ticker breakdown for the mentorship. So you didn't quite make it there. I liked AMD right here or above here. So I kind of like it right now. I would have liked it today. In fact, if I bought it right here, my stop would have been right below the open, so 78.45. If I'm in it right now, I'm probably already in management mode. So my stop is 80.45 right now. I know. Pharmaceuticals. Someone else got the vaccine. We might too. Really? Maybe a bull flag. I'd be careful on that one. That looks like manipulation at its finest. We're selling off. Earnings happens. Pushes right back up. If I'm bullish, whatever, that better be a bull flag. I wouldn't want to even flirting with that 10-10 area. If it breaks that, I'd be out. I did do ETFs at the beginning. So let's get into the I do have Amazon Prime. I need to watch The Boys. I like superhero stuff, and for some reason I haven't seen that. All right, so good here. I'm just seeing the memes you guys are posting. All right, mentorship. This is for you. Tesla, because you never do it. Get out of here. All right, Baba, we did go over. We'll do it one more time. I set my alert right here. If this is a bull flag, that'll tag in the morning. I like it. My stop would be right here below that. So 263.85 is where my stop would be. If I wanted to really tighten it up, 264.85. Change Baba to Rocket. Okay. Let's see. As far as Rocket goes, it did a whole lot of nothing. The earnings, it kind of went up and down, and kind of up this morning and down, kind of hanging out. For Rocket, I'd be bullish above this yellow zone, bearish below here. I am in Rocket still, didn't do anything today, so a whole lot of nothing. I don't have the hype a lot of other people have. If it breaks this yellow zone, I don't care about it. I don't care about trading in the abyss down here for an IPO that's just getting lower. Do I think the fundamentals are awesome? Yeah, I'm a real estate agent. I know what Rocket does. They're like the Walmart of trades, or the Walmart of loans, mortgages. So they have quantity over quality. And I can say that with experience. 20-50 stop or tighter. I think right now, if we get above that purple zone again, my stop would be 20.85. I wouldn't want it. I would want it to continue this. I don't want it turning around anymore. Can we join your mentorship today? Good news, you're already in it. You just don't have the private chat right now. So for the mentorship, there is a nightly ticker chat channel that opens up, and then they put their tickers in. So that's the list I'm going down now. Snap I like. Snap I'm gonna buy tomorrow. As long as we don't melt off. If I'm right and we're bullish, I'm grabbing Snap tomorrow. Bull flag needs to break out now. There's a lot of things right now. A lot of tickers look like this. It's a giant bear flag or reversal, right? You can't make a bear flag without a green candle. And when things start to reverse, they get that green candle anyway. They look identical, which is why tonight you guys are going to see on the stuff that I like to buy, I'm going to put my alerts just above it. So if it's a bear flag, future sell off and we gap down, there's a lot of stuff I'm not going to get alerted about, and which is fine because I don't need to have 9,000 alerts go off for stuff I don't want to buy. So that's why my alert's going to be just above that. But the futures are red. No, they're not. That's not red. We open up down here, that's red. We got a lot of time for open. We'll see tomorrow at 7. You'll see like a random candle that'll just shoot this thing up or down. What is SP doing? No, we're not bearish till that breaks. Come on down. I need this one to come down. I'm more interested in buying this one. I'm just in tech position, so I need that to go up. So BABA. So earlier you talked about BABA. Would that be shares or December options? It's a good question. Let's see what the options chain looks like. I don't think I want to do a whole bunch of capital on that one. I wouldn't mind. I don't mind buying Amazon options. The last thing I'd want is something happen with China or something like that, and that kind of news comes out, and BABA just gets smoked. You know, like when Trump said he's going to take Chinese stuff off the market. Like, well, hang on, hold on a second. So I think I probably would lean more towards shares on that one for now. If I were to buy a December contract, it'd probably, what I like right now, December option spreads, so vertical spreads. So we'll go to BABA real quick. Tomorrow it triggers. We get the alert. We're at 269, so 270 basically. So I'll buy a if we're at 270, I might buy a 270 and sell a 280. I'll do a $10 spread. You pay about $500 for each. That one might be a little bit cheaper. You might do a 265 and sell a 275, because all you need to be by the time you get to December is above that, and you're good. If you're going to buy if that alert triggers, we open right now, you'll spend about $500 buying a 265 and selling a 275, and the max you'll make is $500. So very 50-50 trade. You just need it to go up, and that's it. Let's. Did P-Dog say something? Is that what's driving BABA down? Trade war stuff? No, there's an IPO coming out. It's gonna be the biggest IPO ever, called Ant Group, and it got delayed. I think that was earnings. It was this candle right here. They have a 30% stake in it. So that's what caused that. Now I think earnings came out, which was a red. We came up, just sold off again. And I think that was just part of tech vaccine stuff. So I do like it right now. So now I think actually, instead of buying shares, I probably will do exactly that. When that triggers, if we trigger at 270, I think I will buy a 270. I'll sell a 280, but a $10 vertical spread. I'll try to buy it for 400. So I can make $600 on it, and I'll probably buy a few of those. China has new regulations for e-commerce. That's why all China tech is selling off. Yeah, so that's temporary, I think. But that's why I keep that's why I only watch the U.S. dollar. I keep a tighter focus on American stuff, because that's just where I live. So we're in the loop better. MU, we are missing out on this one. On TV's day, I choose to buy BABA. Man, MU rocking and rolling, huh? Nothing but sellers up here. Where's the zone actually at? This is a tricky one because your sellers actually show up right here. If I'm zoning this out, it's right there. Yeah, I know some of you guys, but the candle closed up here. Like, if that candle started 30 minutes before, that would just be a wick anyway. So nothing but sellers above here, and that's what I'm focused on. I look for sellers, I look for buyers. There's more buyers, I buy stuff. And when there's more sellers, I'm out of things. But right now, yeah, it'd be cool if it came down here. This will be a support. If we could just get back to that. If I were to take a bullish trade now, it's because I think we're going to break out above here. My stop would be 55.45. No, it wouldn't. Never mind. That's too low. Yeah, 55.65. That'll be a support. You'll have the candle nerds talking about a gap fill, but I would tag out and look to get back in if that breaks. YouTube's having a pretty big outage right now. Do you think we could see a dip buy in Google? Maybe. Yeah, let's watch that one tomorrow. I think it's over here. Let's do the next one real quick so I have to break this down for you guys. So if you're still here, Jets. If you're still here, will you invite a friend to Zoom? We have 99. I want to make sure everyone can get in. Share the link on Facebook or something. Tell someone to join if they don't like this stuff. You don't have no friends. Jets. This is my buy right here for Jets, by the way. I meant to talk about this when we were talking about the YouTube section. Boeing. I'm having an alert right here for Boeing. All right. Let's get into Roku. What's going to be hard about this one is if we do gap up tomorrow, do we actually gap up, you know, like above that zone? Because I got to watch out for sellers right here. So Roku looks like it's going to have a really awesome day or like a sideways day. We'll have to watch that interaction right here. As of right now, you are my only friend. If that sells off, though, I like Roku right here. I wouldn't want to break in that. I would get in. My stop would be 220.45. Hopefully, it's just one of these days, right? We get up here, just a gap and go. If we opened up here, my stop would be 230, 229.85. I'd give it the wiggle room. 229.85. $5 a month off mentorship for everyone. No, it's WeTrade has an affiliate link. I don't do the pricing. WeTrade does, but you do get half off the next month. So if you got 12 people to join, it'd be half off for the whole year. Yeah, hopefully that thing just goes for it. I'll just be interested in Roku right here. Upward. Let me try the actual ticker. If you just assume we have 12 friends. If you bought the options course, you have to let me know, but I can make you an affiliate link. But that does, Teachable has that at 20%. No, it's not automatic. I have to turn it on. I need your email. I think this one's gonna be a great dip buy on Friday. You're welcome, Ryan. Ryan, did you get somebody to pay you and everything? It's supposed to be 100% automated on their end. This looks like just, if that just pulled back to here, it'd be a good dip buy. If that might be a bull flag playing out, let's see what kind of follow through we get out of this. I know we're at all-time highs for this. We gotta be. Okay, perfect. Ryan, let me know. Let me make sure. I pay them extra for that. So, man, if I'm buying this if you're buying it right now, I think that's FOMO. You're like, oh, it's going to go. And it just might. If I were to buy this, my stop would be 30, 45. And you're buying that knowing it might just get that bull flag. If that's a bull flag playing out, we're thinking we're going to go up here. So you buy it, you tag out 100% knowing you're going to get right back in down here. But why ride it all the way down? Unless maybe you're under PDT. You don't want to take a day trade just for the little icing on the cake. So if I bought it here, my risk tolerance would be down here 27.85. You pay them extra? I do. Yeah, they do my accounting for me. Well, you got to pay Teachable. Teachable has when you make a course, there's a fee for everything. Like being a real estate agent. How many of you guys are real estate agents? If you want to be a real estate agent, just put $3,000 into an account and just get ready to just hand that number out to everybody. Because everything costs $75 or $150. Some things cost $500 or $25, and it's $9 million. Like, I just want to plaster the account right number and say, there it is. Just take the money. Stop asking me. Yeah, everything to be a real estate agent is, oh, and then there's monthly, quarterly, annual fees. You got office dues, you got the MLS. What's annually is to keep your license? What's quarterly? Or maybe quarterly is MLS. There's just constantly money. I pay them $21,000 a year to be a real estate agent for Keller Williams. PENN, I like this one. I think we're hanging out. We're gearing up. I think it's a rally-based rally. And we got a little ahead of ourselves. We came right back down. Buyers showed up right here. So we're bullish above, bearish below. I'm going to be on board that train. I'm sure it's well worth it, though. More people fail being a real estate agent just like they do in stocks. I'd say 95%. They don't allow me in the the classes anymore, 100%. Because I'd show up. I go to the office, like, just pick up my checks. And there'll be like a training going on. Like, hey, what do you want to tell the new agents? And the last time I was there, I said, out of all of you guys, one of you might be here next year. The look on the instructor's face. She was not ready for that honesty. I didn't want to say they suck, but if you ever thought about getting your real estate license, first of all, you're not selling anything. You're not even allowed to sell. Plus, it's a stack of 2x4s. Just which shape do you want? That's what a house is. Imagine you had your real estate license right now, because that's how much changes. Nothing. You don't even get to see your license. They take it away. You got to hang it up somewhere else. So literally nothing changes. There's no magic list for you to call or anything like that. Who do you know wants to buy or sell a house? If you don't know anybody, well, that's how successful you'll be at a real estate agent right now. It's a slow start. And then no one wants to use you when you're new anyway, because it's probably one of their biggest purchases they'll ever have. Copart. Why is this pushing up? Motivational talk, love it. Well, I'm not here to sugarcoat things. If that did break, I'd say here's your next dip buy. Man, would I give it that much? I think I would. I'd give this one 114.85 is where my stop would be. I kind of like it. Why is Copart doing this well? What, do they invest in the S&P? We sell broken. This is the car company, right? Where you have to have your dealer's license to buy cars that have been wrecked. You remind me of why I quit working for people. I don't know how to take that. Is this a different one? Salvage cars? Okay. They have awesome deals. You have to have your dealer's license for this. At least where I live. Some states don't allow it. If you guys want to buy a car for me to rebuild, and you live in a state that allows it, let me know. I want to buy like a supercar on there and rebuild it just for fun. I like the dip buy right there. I don't think I'm going to buy it. I mean, personally, I don't think I'm going to buy it. If I were to structure a trade, to be right here, though. You probably won't make much money in real estate in the first 6 months, like starting a small business. Yeah. But there are people that hit it straight out of the gate. They come in, you're like, They just knew everybody waiting to sell. Everyone was waiting for that person to get their license so they could sell their house or buy another one. So it happens. Out of everyone in this chat, if you guys all get your license tomorrow, I'd say it'd probably happen to 3 of you. Where'd Dustin go? Dusty. I remind him of why he quit working for people. Is that good or bad? I guess I'm too stupid to understand. Facebook got the beat down because now there's a cure. People will be outside and not on Facebook. Said no one. Is anything happening with this in the in Europe? Are they changing any laws on Facebook? Working for yourself is always better. I think he meant that in a positive way. Maybe. Oh, your office stories. I'm self-employed for the last 20 years. I guess I'll take that good. You're still here. I'm here to troll everybody. Congrats on being self-employed for 20 years, though. That's an accomplishment. To do that and stay afloat on your own, it's a good thing. A lot of hard work goes into that. I'm going to keep this one classic. I don't really care about the news or why. That's a bear flag or reversal. The zone it's in now gives you everything you need to know. If you're going to structure a trade in this, you're going to get in here. You're going to stop out below that wick. Your take profit's going to be right here. That's it. So get in at 275. So it's a $4 difference. If you want to risk 40 bucks, you're only going to buy 10 shares. All right, Goldman Sachs. Why not just buy the S&P? Maybe they're doing a little better. We're literally right in this top area. If this booms, though, that might go for it. Might have a good day. Might be one of these days. I don't know why I'm just not excited about Goldman Sachs, like, ever. No, never mind. That's why. Everything else is at all-time highs, and they're just fiddling around. We like AMC. So they finally had a green day. I don't want to make fun of them. Hopefully no one here works for them, but banks inversely correlated to bonds since their profit directly correlates to interest rates. Yeah, as much as the like dollar and gold. There's still the supply and demand aspect to it, but yeah. Does Brad like Goldman Sachs? I don't know. I don't know if I've heard him talk about it. Gapped up. I mean, this just played sellers here, buyers here. We've hung out in between these two zones. So kind of bullish above, bearish below that scenario. And I say that because the buyers showed up to cause these wicks right here. Sellers in this zone is what caused this down here. I'd say probably going to the bullish side, but it's just been dead sideways since June. You've made nothing on this. If you bought in June and bag held, you're at break even. They flirted with the idea of you might be ahead, but just kidding. Who buys this? Wow. You know, I mean, I know who Goldman Sachs is. I just didn't think they sucked that much. I thought they made money. And so from 2000, you've been in it for 21 years. You've 4 times your money. Dollar cost averaging wouldn't have been bad in that. But man. Yeah, I guess as long as you had a job, you're all right. Who buys this? Cries uncontrollably. Me. All the profits go to bonuses. Is there a dividend on this? Okay. That explains why it's a little more sideways. Well, good news is it's not, there's worse dividends, right? You buy it and it just goes down like that. So your dividend is, I don't know, like someone, I don't know. I don't have an analogy for that one. Reverse dividends, yeah. How much does the dividend pay? Oh, 23 cents a share. How much did the stock move? Oh, it went down 80%. Oh. So if I'm buying this as a dividend account, you know, you get in, I'd look to buy it down here. Now that we've established this, I'd just wait for these red days to add on more. Like my other dividend plays, I just slowly buy, just dollar cost average into them. This one, I think I would just keep the money on the side and buy it on these red days down here. Don't let FOMO get in the way, because I promise you're going to have a red day to buy in later. All right, Disney. Oh, Disney's coming on down. Vaccine news, we jumped this thing up. When's earnings? Earnings is the tomorrow. Hopefully this sells off. Hopefully that sells off a little bit more. If that sells off tomorrow, I would consider that. How is their guidance going to be bad? Unless I don't give guidance. But I'm pretty sure the conversation, well, I don't even want to guess that. If it went to that zone, I would consider buying the dip. Shares, not options, because those will get smoked in an earnings call. Gap fill. Where is the gap? Oh, yeah, coming on down to that zone. Then everyone will just be mind blown why it didn't fill the gap. Or we sell off into here. It's a bad negative reaction to earnings. Boom, your dip buy is right here. %8 a year is people's goal. I don't know how. I'm not gonna make fun of that. It's a good goal to have. That being said, though, if there was ever an investor that said he can make more money than me, challenge is still there, and I'll take a 50-week vacation. Yeah, I don't know. I'm on it. Yeah, Armed is actually still on that from somebody else that took the challenge. Nobody took it from me, though. PLTR, I still think we pull back. Earnings is going to be tomorrow, so let's keep an eye on that. If that sells off all day tomorrow, I like the dip buy right there. From what we learned in the stream, these are hush-hush contracts. Is anyone's name going to be on a list? Is that what we're talking about? I did in that video, Cody. And I don't like calling people's names out, but that video I did. But then open up to every investor. Because in that video, it was when everything was red, so all the investors were crying, and day traders or gamblers, they're in their little feelers because they're red. So that's when when the market's red, investors will make fun of day traders all day long, like crybabies. So that's when I got tired of it and told all of them if they felt they could make more and we're just gamblers, let's do it. Big data analytics company. That kind of contract. Like what China's doing with the facial recognition and the chances of you committing a crime kind of stuff. Oh, man. I don't want to get into that. I'm going to walk around. I'm going to keep my mask on and some sunglasses. You're not measuring my eyes, my cheekbones, my ear height, none of that. I'm going to cover it all up. You're going to assume I'm here to rob every store I'm ever in. So earnings is tomorrow. You got to play that. All day tomorrow is going to be the setup for earnings. Sadly, you won't know it until after earnings. There will always be someone who said they knew it was going to happen, and ask them to show you the last 10 earnings they did that on. Don't fall for that crap. They'll pick up your walking pattern? Nope. I'll put in a different sole in my shoe on one shoe, left foot, right foot. It'll be a ½ inch thicker. It'll throw off my walk, and I'll change it every day. TLRY. Oh, Biden, vaccine. Wait, there's a vaccine. We can stay at home and smoke. And it's back down. I don't think pot stocks are it. Yeah, we need 101 people in the stream to know that we're good. They can recognize you from 100 miles up? No. I'm going to give everybody around me an umbrella. We're going to walk like Spartans holding their shields up. It's just going to be a conglomerate group just walking around until I dip out under an awning. 101. Okay, we're good. This might look tempting for the TLRY people. I don't think pot stocks are it. There might be some money to be made in here. I don't think this is it until it's legalized or, you know, decriminalized. You know, I don't think it's there until every state, like there was the hype because, you know, Colorado became legal and we started that wave. But, you know, ever since then, it's just done nothing but come down. And I think it's going to stay down here, right? That was the hype train. We've just been bleeding out the whole time. That's a blip in space. That's nothing. Once it's legal everywhere and this becomes a profitable business, they can tax it, then we'll start to see that probably creep up. Don wearing a mask, sunglasses with an umbrella in broad daylight on a sunny day, completely inconspicuous and untraceable. I mean, I'm going to find a way. Let's see. People are having issues getting into Zoom. I'm monitoring it. What do you mean armed? Were they? We had 101 people in here. Look in main chat. Worked after 5 tries. That's weird. Is she here? P-Dog, did it work? Everything's good? Okay. All right, let's get back to ticker breakdown. All right, so we got GRWG. Made it time for your ticker. Grow generation. I don't know why it reminded me. Man, I'm grown. You know, people get mad so they just randomly say that. I don't know why they reminded me of that. They just remind everyone they were an adult. Found some sellers, but with this history, I think all we're doing, I think at this point we're exhausting sellers, right? So there's a few here. How many are still going to be there tomorrow? I'd say bull flag, actually. I would stop at 21.45. What's up, Ty? We get to 101 and it drops down to 100. I need 103 to just confirm this. All right. Yeah, I like that. I'd say bull flag on that. Earnings doubled. Okay. If it breaks that bottom zone, I wouldn't like it at all. I'm half tempted to play this one too. That's kind of like what I think Tesla's about to do. I did like Baba. I put my alert in there. I will upload this stream. I know it's a longer one. I will upload it to YouTube, so you guys will be able to watch it. Well, on Mentorship, you guys know that, but it'll be on YouTube as well. PayPal, I like. Did I miss it today? When did I miss that alert? Did I not send an alert last night on PayPal? Wait, hit 3 a.m.? I didn't set an alert? Yeah, it's right here. It hit today. PayPal, November 11th at 3 a.m. I missed this one. Dang. I set another one. I like PayPal. I want to be in it. At this point, though, I would stop at 187.85. A dip into that zone is just a dip buy. If the market's open right now, I would buy it. I like this one. Target the alert goes off pre-market. Yeah, even I wasn't up at 3 a.m. I got up at 4:30. Let's see. When you get stopped out, do you get back in the same day? I do, right? So stopping out, guys, that's why, first of all, I'm not under PDT. So that's a different conversation if you are. My stop out is I put my stop up there. I took the risk off the table. Now it tags out, I'm out of the position, right? That's not the end all be all. I can never get back in. It's sold off. Why did it sell off? Are we hanging out here? I'm probably right back in. I don't care about my average cost, whatever it is. I care that we are still there. I like to tag out because there's sometimes you get this candle and you tag out and oh, I'm not getting back in. The story just changed, right? So instead of taking a full loss, I made a couple dollars. I see it's super red. I don't want to get back in. Or I take that loss. I see, all right, it's just a stupid wick. Everything I'm trading is still right. I just get back in. But if it's a zone play, like, you know, maybe I'm managing it, so I do that. But if it's a zone play, comes back down, I buy. I buy things bright red candles. I'm not waiting for reversal. No, none of that. I'm not going to say any names. Bright red, screaming in, coming in hot. Hits that zone, I buy it. Now, let's say it just blasts right through and tags me out, ends up being a wick. I buy right back in, the exact same zone. Now, if that tags out again, I'll take that 2 losses on it, and that's it. And I give it a third try. So I tag out, wick, tag out, wick. I don't care. I'm going to hang out. Obviously, something I was thinking wasn't right. If I wake up at 4:30, is it weird slowly seeing the world wake up every day? No. I got to try to work out and then daycare and on to real estate stuff. I have to keep moving. Something's wrong with me. I cannot sit still. When you get back in between zones, do you normally get the same number of shares and just trail on the hourly like you never tagged? Yeah. The plan is still there. Everything's still good. It's back in like I never left. You are a robot. Inefficient time is not allowed. Square and PayPal, same to you? I like PayPal better. I think it's just more name brand. Same sector, I guess. I like PayPal better, though. Horizon Technology. Well, first of all, we got to watch out for this area right here. So looking at all of this right here, and then we dropped, didn't really base out, dropped, tried to, came back down. We tagged it right now. This would have been fine. It's this wick that makes me nervous because we were still making some higher lows. We might still be making, you know, bigger picture higher lows. Line in the sand is right there. That breaks, that's coming down. For me to be bullish on this, you might think bull flag. I don't know. That looks more like just a rejection to me. If this gaps up, I'm bullish. If we open up here, not so much. I'm still bullish overall. Gaps up, I'm buying it. We open up here, waiting for the sell-off. If we gap down, waiting for the sell-off to buy in that zone. Either way, I'm structuring it in one of these zones. No, I'm not, Triton. I don't think so. I thought that tagged out. Yeah, it tagged out. I'm not in a Forex position. So if we're thinking dollar strength coming in, I'm going to go short the Euro USD right now. Now that I have this up. Stop loss is going to be just above that last red candle. It's 55 pips away. Take profit is going to be 172 pips away. So I can't give financial advice, but I'm going to short the Euro USD right now. My stop is 55 pips. Take profit 171. Oh, sorry. Here's what it looks like. I'm just above that. Take profits right here. $55 pips, 172 pips. When you short Euro USD, you're bearish gold. I wouldn't ever word it that way. But yeah, if we're looking for dollar strength, that will be this coming down and gold coming down as well. That little green wick tagged you out earlier. Puts in the order. Hey, Don, I agree with your play. Where's our stop at? Correct, having you guys say that. Best Buy. I like it. We talked about this last night, didn't we? Again, bear flag or reversal. Let's see where the banks put this at. Again, today was a holiday, so let's see if they agree with that move or not. If I'm in it right now, ooh, man. If I'm jumping in tomorrow pre-market or anything like that, my risk tolerance is down here. Probably 109.85. Can we short the euro? I don't know if there might be an ETF for that. I don't know it. ARKK. I put up a new tan thingy. Don't know if you saw it. No, I didn't see it. Post up again. Post it in a main chat and tag me. ARKK. Yeah, as tech goes sideways, so is ARKK. This one, I haven't zoned this out because I think it's easier just to buy and hold this thing, I think. ARKK happened to just be in the perfect storm, the perfect ETF for tech. We're kind of sideways. I bet it does go up again. They buy stuff I agree with as well, which is why I would rather just buy it. Your top zone is actually right here. They actively trade it too, so that's why you guys don't see this all zoned up. But yeah, that's where I would trade all of that. So I'd be bullish here. If I was in structure, I'd like try to trade this. My stop be 97.45. Let's see. What's up, Antonio? Tony's interested in the mentorship. Wait, which Tony? Like Tony from a long time ago? Oh, the buddy invites one. Okay. The original. I've had like, what, two? I think two haters. Tony was the original. He thought I was pumping D gas and U gas. Jeremy is buying 250,000 worth of bind. Awesome. I sure hope somebody eats it. Amazon got above that zone. This did exactly what we thought it was going to do. I thought we were going to actually tag that. It looks like if there's one thing I missed on this, I thought the way we gapped up, I thought we were going to tag that and then sell off. But after that run up, look at Amazon on the daily, by the way. Gap City, all over the place, right? Just gap, 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 down, down, down. This has been a wild one. I'm still bullish on this. If I'm trading it right now, intraday or anything like that, I don't want it breaking below that zone. Do the retail stocks usually go up the week of Friday, Black Friday? That's not something I ever correlate stuff. That's like buying a ticker because there's a long line outside, right? You're probably not a profitable trader if you think that. But especially even if that was a thing, Erica, this year, Black Friday for Walmart is every Friday this month. Like they just spanned it out. Like it's not even a thing anymore. If you're bullish, I'm bullish. I'm bullish. Can you explain to me why that main zone is more yellow? I know the meaning, but why is that one more serious? I probably didn't change it back. I was liking this for when you guys see me do that. The stream that I changed that color in is like, hey, this is the one we don't need to break. I break things down for a lot of people. So that particular one, was the first dip buy right here. We just blast right through it. That's when vaccine news came out. That was my original dip buy. That's where I actually got into. So we saw the move up. Like I talked about, we talked about hitting this top zone and selling off. That was going to be a bull flag reversal. We talked about this just being a little too bullish. It needed to cool off. And that's why I really like the dip buy right here. We're going to change this one back to normal. So anyway, that's why my average is that price right now. No more liability from people getting trampled. It's always entertaining. Not people getting trampled. Well, just waiting outside. I waited outside one day just to hang out with everybody. That's how much of a life I don't have. I was just fascinated by people just waiting in line for a $200 TV. Like, guys, that was a $200 TV. Right? It wasn't like a $3,000 TV that you got for $200 bucks. It's a $200 TV. It'll last you a couple months. But I remember I was just so fascinated by that. When I saw that happen, I literally went up there and stood in line with everybody, just to hang out and talk to them. This year, people did that over toilet paper. Yeah. Boeing, that's my alert for Boeing. I think we're going to sell off just a tad bit more. Let's get some more Rona news. Whatever the excuse is, who cares? Let's sell off. We got to keep an eye out for this right here. So tomorrow, intraday, if we have a green day, it's going to bounce right here. See how we had this little indecisive candle that actually spanned these. If there's any buyers that might hang out right here, I just want, if it gets bought up tomorrow and we only get like up to here, I'm assuming Friday's that red, that sell-off day, that might be our dip buy. Instead, we get rioting and looting. Yeah, are we still doing Black Friday? Just break into the place. Just call it. Just think of an excuse. Do it for justice. And then break the window out. You got a point. I still never forget when they were that peaceful protest, whatever you want to call it, that there was a pot store. Man, I'm surprised they left the shelves. There wasn't a wrapper, a single item. Not like they took 90% of it and it was just empty. It was flat out empty, like straight insurance fraud. Like the owners of that store pulled up a U-Haul, emptied that thing out. Like that's how empty that place was. Like, oh, wow. So EA earnings brought it down. The reversal is going to happen. It's right here. That's not a lot of buyers, to be honest. For me to be bullish on this, it need to at least get above here. We need to get into probably the 122s. If I'm buying it now, I'm speculating that it will. My stop would be 114.35. You got my bail just in case? No, not promoting violence. I actively try to avoid that stuff. Real question is, do you guys get my bail? It's an accident. Bring your mask. I need a new MacBook. Would you dip by NAS 100 if it hits that below zone? The one right below us. It's a zone for a reason, but I would question if we did, if that's like a bear flag playing out and everyone else, that sell side pressure just comes in. I'd be very cautious if I did. The settings have to be just right. You go on Rants and get us pumped up. We riot. You can't even bail us out. Because if I bail you out, it looks like I promoted it. A lot of dangerous stuff happens. Avoid that stuff. Besides, what do we need breaking for? Just go buy. You guys literally make money from watching me set alerts. I draw yellow boxes. You click your thumbs a couple times. Poof, you got more money. That's a whole lot less work than bringing a weapon, breaking things down, and robbing them. What if I wear Don Francho leggings? I'll bail you out. It's got to be on the news, though. You got to go down publicly. Yeah, I give my not call-outs. I missed NIO. I like NIO a whole lot more if it does go sideways until earnings. This thing needs to chill out. What I don't like is the continuous run-up. You guys are all about that hype, and you can be. And that's usually where you'll lose money. That's driven off hype. The delivery numbers came out, and that's what's starting this buy up. And then everyone's buying it because it's up. That's when everyone will start to sell it too when it goes down. So holding this into earnings, then I like it. I think we've cooled off enough. That shows me the hype isn't there. People are waiting for earnings. Then we can play the bullish reaction after. I remember the good old days when 100 shares of NIO cost $2K. Where we at? LL. Please come down, NIO. Let me in the train. I think you will. I do think it will. Lumber finally going sideways. Look at lumber. Just ran. If you're joining, I see some of you guys calling out tickers. We're on the mentorship side of things right now, so I'm actually going down that list. If I'm looking at this, it's right here. Nothing but sellers right here. Let's chart the obvious out first. If there's a hang up spot, it's right inside here. If I'm gonna, if we're gonna draw a little purple zone, look at this little base right inside there. Rally, base rally, kind of did it on the way down, hung up here, danced around it here. That's kind of where we're at right now. Getting above that, I think we're bullish. If we get below that, I'm thinking bear flag. So as of tomorrow, bullish above, bearish below. I would caution this zone if it does dip down into it. For the same reason, talking about tech, that might end up being a bear flag playing out, and you'll see some further sell side. NAO at $4. This thing's crap. At 40. Let me in. Netflix. Well, what, they come with the cuties too? I guess when vaccine comes out, people can go out, they'll switch to actual prostitution instead of watching child pornography on Netflix. So that's why that was a bearish reaction. I gotta say we're bullish above this purple zone though. Same thing we just talked about. Bear flag or reversal. If we're continuing up, look out for sellers at that $500 mark. US Steel is X, yeah. We got the trade desk, Verizon, shop, and then I'll do X. We got the trade desk. And that blew up on earnings. I think we're looking for the dip buy. The fact that we had some buyers show up right here, starting with that. So we hesitate right here. We come up right into this level. See that hesitation right here? Again, for those of you guys that are new, maybe you guys are from the YouTube chat. We're looking for buyers and sellers in that interaction. Who cares why? Earnings, all eyes, all hands on deck. We still hung out right here. Got the move up, came back down. Buyers were still here. Got that wick. Tried to sell off again. Buyers showed up yet again. At this point, we don't want that story changing. If you're here for the buyers and you think that's where they're at, I do. You don't want that breaking. But right now, we have a trend down, a pretty decent trend down. We have one solid 4-hour red candle that we're still, 4-hour move down, that we're still inside of. Trending down just fine, or we're about to bull flag and kind of continue up. If I was to buy this right now, my stop would still be 694.85. I would still give it that room. My brother had 7,000 worth of NIO when it was at $2. Got tired of waiting. Oh man, that would suck. I make fun of Kabir because he didn't really give a call. But he's like, trade this. I forget where it was at. It was at $6. Going to go to 12. Went to 5. Cut it. They go us at $2. I was making fun of Kabir for it forever. It was like the best call out ever. Shortly after it made it started to make its run up. When things go sideways like that, I've had that happen. Like it goes sideways just forever. So like, whatever, I'm closing. This is boring. I'm tired of even looking at it. Opportunity cost becomes a thing. But at the same time, if you're not all in something, I don't think you probably should be, and you got cash to be buying other stuff, if the trade, if it hasn't moved, your plan is still there. So that's why I do like to wait until the market shows me its cards first. So when they go sideways, I'll hang out for a bit. Silver and GM are the only two trades I think I've ever done where I was like, this is stupid. And I just got tired of looking at it in my account. Yeah, I can, Michael. Verizon, man, what a beast day. This thing's rocking. Armed, are you in it? What did I say? Silver and, I thought it was silver and G. What did I say? You're still in it? Nice. How much ahead? Oh, GM, no, not GM, sorry, GE. Both worthless, in my opinion. You're up a lot? Okay. Is he going to join the mentorship, or does he just not like making money? So, that's fine. But he has to publicly admit you completely smoked him on that investor versus day trading challenge. For those that are from the YouTube channel, Armed, you see typing in the chat right now. It was a straight bet that investing makes more. They both put 25 grand at Verizon. Armed was trading it based off zones. He just bought it and held. He thinks you're faking. All right. You're up 300% more. Man, look at Verizon. If you're an investor, you had some scary times, and the rest is just nothing. Day trader, you could even be a swing trader and just buy down here, sell up here. Is this going to be the next breakout? Is this going to happen? Kind of looks like it. Man, 60.45. 60.45 is where my stop would be at. Yeah. Make it 400% before Christmas. No mercy. FUV went just zone to zone today. Found some sellers. If we're just bullish tomorrow, maybe this rides in that market attitude, but I would watch out for sellers right here. If this pushed up and stayed sideways all day tomorrow, I'd say Friday it does sell off. Earnings is next week. So far, trending up just fine. I would still be looking for sellers right there. Shop. Better go. Didn't quite make that bottom zone. Turned around, gapped up, got above here. We talked about this last night. We liked it right here or above the purple zone. So hopefully you got in. Still got to watch out for sellers. So hopefully tomorrow this gaps and goes. Maybe you land awkwardly up here. Friday's the sell off. Comes back into that zone, confirms from the top. That'd be like a picture perfect play for this. That's what I would like to see out of shop. Still lower lows, lower highs. So I'd be real curious this purple zone up here at this 1020 if that makes a lower high. Wait, hang on. Now put it all in Friday options. I'm smoking you now. Watch this. Nothing. Prove his point. Are you going to do the homework stream like last week? I could do one more like that. Let's do a vote. If you guys liked last week's homework ticker where I broke down your charts, let me know. I'm gonna put it in conversation right now. I'll tag everyone. So just do the emoji. Thumbs up, yes. Thumbs down for no. Make sure I'm the right one. And we'll do homework stream like that again. I thought there was one more. FUV shop. Was there not one more? Was it? Did someone want me to break down X? MAR? Okay. Marriott. Oh, this would be a good one. Not now. Sorry, I didn't mean to get your hopes up. So I like this one. I'm looking for tickers that look just like this. I think these are the ones that are about to see a beat down. I think they sell off. This was your warning sign that it's going to be good once the vaccine does come out and start rolling. I bet to see some, as of right now, I'm not trusting that bull flag. If I'm watching this, if I'm going to structure a trade, there's your zone. I don't think, right now I don't think it holds. It's a zone for a reason though. So my stop would be 112.85. When that dips though, let's go off the hourly. I gotta say I like it right here. Once this breaks down, I would have my alert at 109. Or maybe just, let's say tomorrow is red, right? It comes down, IWM's crashing, and set your alert. Every red day, just come in and move that alert down so you finally do know when it turns around. But stuff like this I like. I think I like the this industry for a recovery. But I do think as it sits right now, I think we got a couple more red days and then we get the dip buy. Puts a thumbs down. All right, so we got 11 thumbs up. I'll leave that there for tomorrow, but it'll do that again. Let's double check the markets real quick before we get out of here. Russell. IWM starting to break down, which that's what I'm thinking. I'll be more surprised if that's green tomorrow. Maybe. The way that is, the way that's sitting, I'm looking at this right now. We're outside the standard deviation. I think we come back down, we get inside here. If we stay up here for any Johnson & Johnson or Moderna announces some vaccine news, we'll watch that rip right up here again to that second standard deviation. So we'll see a surprise factor. But your volatility is up right now. Because right now we need to know, our hedge funds going to start hedging, get to that neutral delta, or are they going to rein it back in? Q's kind of making it's just a 4-hour kind of bull flag right here. I'm still bullish this overall. SPY, again, bullish above, bearish below. That will straddle these previous two like a kids with parents getting divorced. You know, whichever one has the better deal, it will follow that one. All right, so I'm going to end it here. It gets uploaded for everybody, so give me just a minute. Ryan, I'll get to that question right now, actually. So if you made it here this far, if you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Again, like I said in the beginning of this stream, when we started to go on rants, I go over a lot of stuff in these streams, a lot of information. So if you were if you're serious about this being an income, can you spare an hour on Sunday and Wednesday? I think you're probably better off. So everyone at Mentorship, guys, I'll see you guys bright and early. Morning crew, see you guys at 4:30. Yeah, if you're in the Mentorship, you got an hour and a half every night. But no, I heard someone, one of the YouTube comments was like, oh, it was too long. Like, oh, okay. It's awkward. You don't want to put that much time to switch your mindset. How much time do you want to put towards a possible career or a solid income? This is my 4th source of income. Going for that Dave Ramsey style, the average millionaire has 7 sources of income. You need 3 more. Everyone, I'll see you guys bright and early in the morning. If it ever lets me end it.